So if you clicked on this video, you're debating hosting your podcast with Buzzsprout or Podbean, and both are fantastic options. But in this video, I'm going to break them down side by side and speak to which host is better for different situations and for your specific situation. So I'm going to break down each of the hosts based on their features, their ease of use, and their price, and then provide my own opinion on who is best fit for each host. So let's get right into it. Let's talk about it. So before we move forward, full disclosure, I am an affiliate for both Buzzsprout and Podbean, and I personally use Buzzsprout. So just keep that in mind, full disclosure. And if at any point you are sold on either of the platforms, be sure to use the link in my description box or the pinned comment. Those are affiliate links once again. So thank you in advance for using them. And if you sign up for a paid plan with the affiliate link, you will get a $20 Amazon gift card. So just wanted to get that out of the way. And since I host with Buzzsprout personally, let's start there. So features is what we'll start with first. It is super easy to distribute your show on Buzzsprout to all of the major podcast players. There's advanced analytics for all of their plans. There's custom episode publishing. There's scheduled episode publishing, which I love to batch upload and then distribute later. There's magic mastering, which is exclusive to Buzzsprout. And what it is a service that you can upload your episode and your audio up to Buzzsprout, and it will automatically regulate and filter the audio to make it sound a lot better. Essentially, it's like an Instagram filter, but for your audio, but that does come at an additional expense. It does wonders for your audios. The before and afters are quite awesome, and they can save you a bunch of time if you are mastering out your audio. There's an exclusive affiliate hub with Buzzsprout. So what that means essentially is that they've negotiated exclusive offers for affiliate programs that only Buzzsprout users have access to. So they're trying to help you out with monetization there. You can also upload episodes and manage your show from your phone, which is super nice. They have a Facebook community with over 10,000 very active members. So if you ever have an issue with Buzzsprout specifically, or simply podcasting at large, it's a great place to get your question answered in a very timely manner. You also have the ability to create audiograms directly on Buzzsprout. So what that is, if you haven't seen one, you probably have. It is a piece of content that's fit for social media. And what it is an image and then a wavelength or a moving gram, whatever you'd call it, that moves around with the audio of someone speaking. And that is built right into Buzzsprout. So you don't have to go anywhere else to make these graphics to help promote the show on social media. So that's very nice as well. Buzzsprout does give you a podcast website that can act as an app, but it's not a native app that would be found in your app store. There's also automatic episode optimization on Buzzsprout. There is a podcast player for your website, and this is actually one of the things they're most known for. So say if you already have an existing website and you want to embed episodes into specific pages on your website, Buzzsprout makes it very easy and it looks very clean to do that. So it's a great thing to keep in mind. You can add chapter marks within Buzzsprout, which is a really cool way to really guide the consumption of your show. You can have unlimited team members. So as many people as you want can manage your show. So like there could be people who are uploading, editing things, all that good stuff. And you don't have to pay an additional expense for any more people to have access to that. There's great customer support. They're phenomenal. I've never had an issue, but the people that have, they get remedied very quickly. And my only complaint from a feature perspective when it comes to Buzzsprout is I wish that you could split the time that you pay for if you get a paid plan across numerous shows. So you can't do that. Every show needs its own paid plan or allotment of hours. So that's my only complaint from a feature perspective. But if you're running one show, that obviously won't be an issue for you, but I did want to mention that. And it would also be nice to have a private podcasting option. So what that is essentially an internal show. So use case for this would be, say, for a company and they want to communicate with their employees by having a private show. I have also one workaround for this that someone commented on my other video was that you can post the episode as unlisted or something like that. And then you can just share the link, which is kind of a workaround. I don't know how many employees would go for that, but it is a potential solution if that's very important for you and you also want to go with Buzzsprout. I also wish there was on-platform monetization, but they're working for that. In addition to the affiliate hub, they have some more features coming soon that I'll be making videos on as well. So when it comes to overall features, I'd give Buzzsprout an 8 out of 10. When it comes to ease of use, Buzzsprout is the king here. This is really what they're known for. Their core focus as a business is ease of use. So every new feature that they add on, they'll never compromise the fact that it's easy to use. So if you're looking for an easy plug and play solution, and maybe you're not very technologically inclined, Buzzsprout is a fantastic option for you and probably the spot to be. So they get a 10 out of 10 there. When it comes down to price, they do have a free option, which I really, really like. But there is one point of note there. It'll only host your show for 90 days or episodes for 90 days of time, which does act as a great trial to see if you like it and you do want to upgrade. Just wanted to make sure you're aware of that. And you pay for time per month, which I actually prefer that than paying for amount of downloads, because that means regardless of how big your show gets, your cost for hosting remains constant unless you want to expand the amount of hours. So I prefer that payment structure. And the other thing to mention when it comes to price is that Magic Mastering is an additional fee. That feature that I mentioned earlier that can really filter your audio and make it sound better, that is an additional expense if you want that. It doesn't come with their base plans. So overall, I'd give their pricing structure and their price in general an 8 out of 10. So that would give Buzzsprout a total score of 26 out of 30. And who I think Buzzsprout is perfect for is someone who wants an easy solution with basically all of the features, all the bells and whistles that other providers and other hosts offer, but in a very easy to use or simplified package. So that's really what Buzzsprout is all about. And again, if you want to go with Buzzsprout, be sure to use the link in my description because you will get a $20 Amazon gift card for using it if you sign up for a paid plan. Now on to Podbean. So Podbean is one of the pioneers in this space. They've been in the game for over 10 years now, so they know a thing or two about podcast hosting. They do have a mobile app with a ton of users, and I actually just became aware of how big their app was because I had a conversation with somebody from their team over at Podbean, and there is something like millions of users on that thing. So that's a great advantage that you have with posting your episodes to that Podbean app. So that's a great thing to keep in mind. There is stats for all plans. You do get a Podbean website as well, and it gives you 100% control over the design of that website. So Buzzsprout is more of like a done for you solution, whereas Podbean, you can control the HTML and CSS to really modify the website as much as possible. And that's going to be a recurring theme here, is that you have a ton of option and freedom with Podbean, but there's pros and cons that come along with that. So it's going to be perfect for some people and too much for others. There's custom episode publishing here. You can use your own domain for your website as well. So you can integrate your own domain, schedule publishing. There is a mobile podcast publishing as well. You can also have an embedded player to your website, just like the other one. There's a Mailchimp integration, which is very, very cool. So that allows you to capture emails on your podcast's website, which is very, very cool. They do have their own patron program, and it's only available for their unlimited plus and business accounts. So that's exclusive to paying their higher tier plans to get access to that. And a patron program is basically people who can pay for exclusive content or exclusive access to certain episodes or clips, things of that nature. So that's a great tool for monetization if you have an audience that's interested in that. And you can do that right on Podbean if you pay the additional expense. And they do also have a premium kind of option where you can sell access by subscriptions or to specific episodes. So you can basically monetize specific pieces of content. You can keep it behind a paywall if that's something that you're interested in. So keep that in mind if that's very important to you. They do also have an ads marketplace within Podbean, which is a great way to help you make some early money in your show or money in general. And they do also have live streaming capabilities with Podbean as well. So guest hosts can call in live, and you can also sell tickets to your live and receive virtual gifts that way. So kind of similar to if you stream on Twitch, where you can get gifts sent in, people can donate. That's also done within Podbean. So I'm sure you're getting the picture. Podbean has a ton of features, but they are tiered based on how much you're paying, and they're a little less user-friendly than, say, the Buzzsprout option. So they do also have a mobile app where you can create podcasts. Like you can do basically everything within there. They do also have video capabilities, and that's where I see the biggest differentiator here, and one of the biggest reasons why you would opt for a Podbean over Buzzsprout is that they have unlimited plus and business accounts get access to their video podcasting options and functionality. So there's a ton of bonuses and benefits if you are doing a video podcast to being on Podbean. So keep that in mind. And they do also have a business plan, which is ideal for podcast networks and big business podcasts. So keep that in mind. They do have so many different pricing tiers and options. So I'd recommend checking out the link in the description, and if you're interested in them, and going to see all the different options, because there'd be too much to discuss in one video. So definitely go check that out. So for all their features, I'd give them a 9 out of 10 here. So I would give them a better score than Buzzsprout, because there is basically anything you could think of doing when it comes to a podcast, you can basically do it if you have the technical capability and the desire to do so, and if you're paying enough for their plans. So 9 out of 10 when it comes to features on Podbean. When it comes to pricing, they do have a free plan, which I really like, and it limits it to 5 hours of total storage space, or 500 megabytes, and 100 gigabytes of monthly bandwidth. And that also comes with basic podcast stats. So things are tiered even within the stats structure. So depending on how much you're paying will depend on how much you get access to. So the free plan is obviously somewhat limited, but their tiers go up and you get more and more features with that. And they're fairly affordable or reasonably priced depending on your unique situation. So I give their pricing structure an 8 out of 10 because regardless of your situation, there's probably an option that is affordable for you. Because if you're going to be doing any of these high tech things, chances are you're either taking the show extremely seriously or you're already making money from it. So they get an 8 out of 10 here. Fairly affordable, especially for what you're getting. So the final category for Podbean would be ease of use. With all of these great features, that's awesome because you have a lot to work with, but it's also a lot to learn and to understand. So if you're someone who is not a techie, that's one of the biggest complaints that I hear from Podbean users is that it can be a little less smooth to learn. It's definitely not impossible to learn. There's tons of tutorials out there and they have a lot of great features and all that good stuff. But if you are not technologically inclined, Buzzsprout may be a better option for you. So how I would say in summary of all of this, where I would say you should go and where you should host with is depending on your situation. If you are a techie who wants all these things and values what Podbean is all about, giving you all that creative freedom and all of these tools at your disposal, then that's probably the best fit for you. But if you want a simplified solution that you can get your show up and running tomorrow, Buzzsprout is definitely the option. So that's my 2 cents. I encourage you to do your own research. Again, for the final time, there are links to both in the description and in the pinned comment. Go check out both the platforms and make your own decision. I hope this video was helpful. If you do have a podcast, I want to hear about it. Let me know in the comment section down below and check out these podcasting specific videos coming up now.